In this video tutorial, we will show you how to complete an initial load from SQL Server to BigQuery and establish a change data capture application using Striim's Flow Designer templates. To get started, we will go to the Create App page in Striim and search for SQL Server Initial Load and BigQuery as our target. Select the application option for SQL Server to BigQuery in the search results. Next, you will name your new application and begin to configure your SQL Server connection. Setting up SQL Server as a source requires your hostname, port, username, password, and your database name or SID. Striim will automatically validate your connection and move on to the schema selection screen. Here you will select the schemas you want to use. Striim will validate the schema and show you the tables available to select. Select which tables you want to move to BigQuery and click Next. Now you will connect to BigQuery. Enter the project ID, service account key, and the tables you want to connect. Under Advanced Settings, enter your batch policy and other details as necessary. Next, Striim will ask you if you'd like to migrate the source schema over to the target automatically and to verify permissions to be able to do so. Select the blue Yes, Migrate My Schema and Move Data button to begin the migration and watch as the initial load is completed in real time. You can view your application's status using Striim's built-in dashboards and monitoring screens. In this case, we are viewing the progress of the data movement directly in BigQuery. Data starts moving in seconds. As you can see back on the Striim dashboard, our application has already read the same amount of data that it has written into BigQuery. Now that you have completed the initial load from SQL Server to BigQuery, we will create a change data capture application. You will need to follow many of the same steps you did for your initial load application. Create your application using Striim's Flow Designer. Select your source and target following the instructions on screen. Just as with the initial load, you'll need details such as the URL, username, password, and table names. Simply follow the instructions on the screen to complete the configuration steps. Select your batch and commit policy based on your preferences. Next, you will deploy and start your application. Click the eye icon so that you can preview your data stream while it's running. Now in your source, you will run a query to show that no new events have occurred. Then verify that in your target, BigQuery. In our source, we will execute inserts and validate that Striim successfully read the rows and inserted them on BigQuery. Next, we will update all of the rows and validate that Striim captured the updates and updated rows in BigQuery. Lastly, we will delete all of the rows in Postgres and validate all rows were captured and deleted in BigQuery. We can also view end-to-end latency as well as additional metrics such as inserts, updates, and deletes on both the SQL Server source and BigQuery target component via the Monitor Progress tab. In this video, you have seen an initial load and change data capture application from SQL Server to BigQuery created and running in just a few minutes. Thanks for watching.